August 2024. After hundreds of hours over 6 months, I had just beaten the hardest Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge ever created. And immediately after, I found myself asking what other challenges were out there. And then I caught wind of a new challenge. A new Nuzlocke ROM hack with Generation 9 Pokemon and a brand new AI that provided the challenge I was looking for. Until this point, only 5 players had been proven to beat this game, where fights can be so difficult that they can each take hours to plan. Hearing of a challenge like this, I immediately knew what was next for me. I wanted that 6th spot in the Hall of Fame, and so the race began. This is the insane journey that followed, and the story of how this new generation of Nuzlockes has brought me back to Pokemon. This game starts a little different to what you might expect. All the choices we're used to are gone, leaving only one starter option of Togedemaru. So, we start making our Nuzlocke journey, picking up only the first encounter on each route and... Wait, what, I hear you say? Where are your classic starters? There are opportunities to get those later, but honestly, this cute little boy is a fantastic Pokemon that is so fun to use because of its supportive moveset, ability, and typing. He's honestly the glue that holds together half of the plans you come up with in this game. I mean, just take a look at the first gym leader fight, Roxanne. Togedemaru puts in overtime here, starting off with a fake out Iron Barb's chain to take out the Drillbur whilst always baiting ground moves, getting paralyses off with Nuzzle, pulling off another fake out Iron Barb's chain on the Tyrant, and again paralyzing Roxanne's ace in this game, the Tinkertuff. With that showing, the rest of our ragtag team are able to plug in the gaps and we make it through deathless, which is a big deal as deaths are permanent within Nuzlocke challenges. The momentum was building as we made our way to Dewford and the second gym. I felt pretty good with the plan I'd cobbled together for Brawly's team, but I was pretty scared of his biggest threat, Annihilate. This Gen 9 monstrosity has the new move Rage Fist. This move increases in damage every time Annihilate is hit, and this boy is bulky. The linchpins of the plan were my Torkoal and Vivillon. Torkoal because she has great defenses and can yawn to buy us time to maneuver, and Vivillon because of the move Silk Trap, which is literally protect but drops the enemy's speed, which is so useful.
So, Torkoal needs to not get paralyzed here by Force Palm. please. Please, dude. You really need to avoid the force palm para. It's really important. Torkoal health is actually kind of important. Okay, let's go. Come on, bro. Oh, the one turn wake up. Don't para, bro. He broke through para though. He broke through para. If Torkoal never gets fully parried, it doesn't matter. But that risk is looking a bit rough. We're going to Silk Trap once. This is now -1 speed. At 48 speed, Gorbis is not quite faster, but will be after an Icy Wind. Okay, okay, okay. He is now -2. However, at this HP, it's guaranteed low sweep. We can go into Viv, Silk Trap, and kill. And then we're faster. And how low HP is this? Can we draining? That would be good. That would be good. Let's have a look. That looks like 34 to me. Draining Kiss Mineral is 37, boys. Give me that HP back. Okay. Okay. Back to full HP on Viv. Okay, Taurus, you've got to really clutch up, my boy. You've really, really, really got to clutch up. I really hope you can do it. Don't get fully parried. Otherwise, I actually think we wipe. Torkoal, please don't get fully parried. It's really important. No! Oh. She's dead. Her sacrifice will be remembered. Guaranteed ghost move. Don't crit, don't drop. That was next to max roll. Okay. Guaranteed rock smash. I think I go Viv on the rock smash. Pray I don't get defense dropped. Oh, defense drop would be so bad though. Into Silk Trap, and then I just Draining Kiss kill. I need you to clutch. We Silk Trap. We proc Defiant, it doesn't matter. This thing is now has 100 base power Rage Fist with +2 attack. But we're faster. Now, is there anything safer I can do on this Scrafty? I don't think there is. I think Viv just has to live a crit. Viv, you've been clutching up this whole battle. I need you to clutch up one more time. To lose Viv, Scrafty has to exactly crit. All crits kill us. So 6%. We can never... There's no outs for us. He just has to not crit. Come on, Viv! Hold! We can't be paralyzed because of shield dust.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Permanently losing both Torkoal and Vivillon is really not great, but at least the run continues, right? Thing is, this is where the game's difficulty starts ramping up. Up until now was the warm-up, and you really feel it because Lucid starts throwing its greatest challenge at you over and over again. What is this challenge? Double battles, with a custom AI that makes planning these fights and solving these puzzles extremely complicated. To the point that most double battles take at least half an hour to plan, with some of the fights later in the game taking hours. Yeah, I think we're gonna need some help explaining this one.
Someone calling the cavalry?
What's up, boys? I heard we need some chefs in the kitchen.
Moxie and I know a thing or two about these double battles, so let's break it down. Right now, Talonflame sees no kills, but Armarouge has one into Moxie. So obviously the AI will go for that kill.
The trick is that the AI is obsessed with efficiency. It doesn't want to waste an attack into me since it thinks Armarouge sees a kill. This means Talonflame always ignores me and goes for Kindle.
Nice and easy. Time to step things up. Chi-Yu sees kill into both me and Moxie. We've already established that Armor sees kill only into Mox, not into me. In these situations, when there are multiple kills to choose from, the AI will always choose diagonal lines.
That's right, so Chi-Yu is going to choose the diagonal kill and go for Kindle, whilst Armarouge is going for me again.
Don't get fooled by that diagonal rule though. The AI isn't going to pass on a free kill.
Exactly, Kindle. We already know that Chi-Yu sees kills into both, but right here, Ludicolo only sees kill into Kindle, and the AI isn't going to ignore that.
So here, we're looking at straight targeting with Ludicolo attacking me and Chi-Yu attacking Moxie. In fact, let's just show you. Double protect? I got this. See, these three things are everything you need to wrap your head around for Lucid doubles. 1. The AI doesn't double target for kills. 2. AI loves diagonal lines. And 3. The AI won't pass on a free kill.
Listen, Kindle, I got you. If you kill that Chi-Yu before it attacks me, I'll sort out that Ludicolo.
You sure, man? How you gonna kill this Ludicolo?
Trust me, man, I've got a nice sludge bomb waiting. And either way, he has to hit a hydro pump, right? He's not that guy. You're totally fine.
Alright, Mox, if you say so. Moxie!
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, as Kindle has just found out firsthand, these double battles will punish you for the smallest mistake. Trust me when I say that they're the hardest and most complex double battles I have ever experienced. The perfect example of this is in the third gym, where this random guy, guitarist Sean, is probably more difficult than Watson himself. Every single turn has to be played perfectly, with every move the AI makes accounted for in the plan. I was steering so hard on this fight, but landed it perfectly, without any deaths. And just like I said, Watson felt like a cakewalk after that fight. This is now the point in the game where things change up a lot. You might have noticed there has been a distinct lack of evil teams running around, and that actually is because this game is a sequel to Pokémon Emerald, set in the future where all of those Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre shenanigans are behind us. However, that's not all that's changed. The gym leaders themselves are different and moved around. Next up in the 4th gym slot is now Juan. So we hop on a ship and set sail. But right before that, we had a run-defining moment. Remember how I said you can get starter Pokemon in other ways? Well, the one Pokemon we catch in Lava Ridge Town is an egg. This egg hatches into a random starter Pokemon. Now, what if I told you I won this lottery and got the best possible Pokemon? This little cat from Generation 9 is insane. It's fast, hits like a truck, has a phenomenal typing, and has some crazy moves. Being gifted the best grass Pokemon in the game right before a water type gym? I think you can guess how this goes.
Double kill. Triple kill. Overkill.
4 badges down. Now, I know I made that look really easy, but I promise this fight is actually really hard, even though Meowscarada kills like 4 of Juan's Pokemon. It can't kill everyone, you have to pivot, it was risking crits, drops. Look, all I'm saying is Juan is hard and not washed, I promise, okay? Leaving Sutopolis, we enter a brand new area, showing off even more of Generation 9. Terra Island, an isolated area which is the only place in the game where you and the AI can use terastallization, the Generation 9 mechanic of changing your type. This leads to some really interesting puzzles such as fighting a fire-type Venusaur, a rock-type Heracross, and a grass-type Jolteon, but also infinite possibilities for the player to express creative lines. You can terastallize offensively to boost damage, defensively into an immunity, or even terastallize specifically to affect what the AI will do the next turn. These fights are genuinely so much fun, probably because using terastallization in really difficult battles is a really novel experience. This island isn't all that's new either, because after fighting my way across Terra Island and then the desert in the middle of Hoenn, we entered Mirage Town, a brand new area where the 5th gym lies. And this gym leader has one heck of a CV. Enter Steven. Yep, a champion back in the day and now in the modern age has a pretty terrifying team with legendaries and both of the Paradox forms of Donphan. Paradox forms being new, super powerful Generation 9 Pokemon. I knew going into this that it would be a tough fight, but I had an ace up my sleeve. On Route 113, I'd been lucky enough to encounter this baby. Weavile was one of the best Pokemon in my box, and had been stacking up bodies immediately after I got her. Right from the start of the fight with Steven, she showed her worth, breaking the Landorus's Focus Sash with Fake Out and blowing it away immediately afterwards. What followed was a careful dance of pivoting through 3 Pokemon to slowly whittle down this Paradox Iron Treads. Planning the order of this fight was vital and allowed me to get in the perfect counters as safely as possible. And it all comes back to Weavile, who takes down Donphan. Except, this is where I realize something is very, very wrong. I had made a mistake. Allowing Weavile to be this low HP means it's now a coin flip for Great Tusk to click Rapid Spin, because despite being an extremely weak move, Weavile is so low that it still dies to this. The thing is that Rapid Spin raises speed, making Great Tusk faster than my entire team. I am looking at a run-ending mistake here. With my back against the wall, I came to the realization that there was only one way out. I needed damage now, but it would have to come with the heaviest of sacrifices. We had made it through the gym, but the mental had taken a heavy toll. This was made substantially worse by where I was headed next. A flying type gym with flying type trainers who all have flying type Pokemon. A fast ice type would have been so good for this section of this game. Instead, I had to struggle through these fights being constantly reminded that had I not lost Weavile, things would be so much easier. But this is where I was reminded that when your back is against the wall, that's when limits are shattered. That's where warriors are born. And so, after 3 hours of planning this demon fight, where Winona has all 3 of the legendary Galarian birds in a double battle, I came up with a plan where through planned sacrifices, we would set up a tailwind to double our speed and let loose our newest warrior. My confidence was coming back slowly but surely as I made my way from Fortree all the way to Moss Deep. And then I entered this gym. In this game, the whole of the 7th gym are double battles in Trick Room. This flips the metagame on its head completely by inverting speed so that slower Pokemon go first. All of my fast Pokemon? Useless. I was literally suffering from success here. No, but really, this gym cooked me. I was spending 2 to 3 hours planning individual fights. Solving them was therefore really satisfying. Some of my favorite solutions included the second gym fight, where I was baiting Girafarig to use a sound move, and I used Throat Chop to stop it in its tracks, and also the third gym fight, where I used the TM Scary Face to lower my own Pokemon's speed so that it outslows the enemy Houndstone in Trick Room, which would otherwise have murdered me. Thankfully, the gym leaders Tate and Liza weren't in Trick Room, but instead were in permanent psychic terrain. Now, as I got closer and closer to the gym leader, that's when things really started heating up. See, I was not the only player gunning for that 6th spot in the Hall of Fame. Many others were progressing too, and the 2 front runners were myself and Kindle. Yep, you've met him already. Kindle also had 7 badges at this point, and every single day would go back and forth as to who was in the lead. I was being pushed to my limits here, working full time whilst giving it my everything to keep up with him. The pressure was mounting, but I had never had more fun playing this game. It wasn't just that we were racing each other either. Both of us were being called the villains of Lucid because of the way we were using 2 specific Pokemon.
Byron is right. We were both on our villain arcs here. See, the game was being updated with tons of patches as we played it because our runs both took months. Stuff like fights changing, a buffed Elite Four, and multiple Pokemon who were nerfed into the ground. 2 of the biggest nerfs were Meowscarada and Sneasler. The cat used to learn U-turn near the start of the game, and Sneasler learned close combat almost immediately after you caught it. Both of these moves were pushed to the end of the game to nerf these Pokemon, but there's one small wrinkle. Both Byron and I had already caught these Pokemon, and therefore had those moves before they were removed. This let us take full advantage of the mons deemed too broken for the majority of the game, and smuggle that advantage into newer patches.
The race was really on. We both powered through the route afterwards in permanent tailwind, with me hot on Kindle's tail. The next area? Stellar Island, the big sister to Terra Island where we were earlier in the game. This is the only other place in the game where terrestrialization makes a return, with fights that are genuinely some of the hardest in the game. But nothing could stop me, Kindle, and our patch smuggled Pokemon. 1 gym left, and once we get our 8 badges, that's when we can each catch 2 Paradox Pokemon of our own. A huge reward just waiting around the corner, a light at the end of the tunnel that would be key in getting to the end of this challenge. But this final gym is where the game goes all out. In this gym, all of the trainers are in permanent Magma Storm. The AI is fine, but you take 12.5% damage every turn and cannot switch out. In a game where deaths are permanent, this is insane. The only exceptions that allow you to switch are very rare moves and very limited items. Every single fight here was a sweat fest, with difficulty building towards the gym leader Flannery, who is a double battle, although thankfully not in Magma Storm. And the last trainer before her? Expert Keegan. Yes, you have to fight a full team of threats in Magma Storm against a Reshiram. This is one of the hardest fights in the entire game.
Expert Keegan. This is an insane fight. And my line is also super fun. My line for Keegan is a coin flip between 5 sacks and 3 sacks. Additionally, there is a small chance that something crazy could happen and it could be a 2-sack Keegan, which is pinnacle. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Let's go! You must be getting tired now. You would like to rest in the hot sand, wouldn't you? But you should know that maintaining your willpower is an important ability for all trainers. Iron Treads as a lead. If you don't outspeed it, this thing gets up Stealth Rocks, and then Stealth Rocks in Magma Storm is a recipe for complete disaster. We outspeed, and we overheat one last time. Talonflame, you have been fantastic. I got you halfway through the game. Doesn't matter, you were still popping off. Thank you for all of your services. Samurott comes in. And this is perfect because this Samurott has Ceaseless Edge, which sets up spikes. Again, hazards in Magma Storm, recipe for complete disaster. But at 193 HP, we bait only kill from Razor Shell. 07s for Talonflame. There is no saving her. The first sack. The blood starts flowing. Let's go. He takes his first death. We go into Sneasler. We are Eject Pack Sneasler. We're trapped in Magma Storm. The only way we switch out and live is by dropping our defenses with close combat. That triggers the Eject Pack and switches us out. But we're not going to click CC this turn. We have chipped it enough that low kick kills. We low kick kill this. We are faster than the rest of Keegan's team. So he's going to send in the first slow kill that doesn't die. It's going to be Ursaluna, please. Good. This is only ever Headlong Rush. This is an Eject Pack Ursaluna. Idea is he comes in, clicks Close Combat out, Headlong Rush, switches out and does it again later. But we are going to do the same thing first. We're going to Close Combat. We never kill this unless we crit. The line is unchanged. We get a free Close Combat off on this. This doesn't kill unless we crit. That's fine. We drop. We switch out first. We switch out into Headlong Rush only. We go into Decidueye. We are holding an eject button. He's going to hit us. We're going to switch out. This is not a Guts Ursaluna. I think because he hit us, we should switch out first. I go into Dreadnought now because of baiting. He now switches out because he dropped his own defenses. He should send in Electivire only. We're holding a Shed Shell. This is only ever an electric move. The divergent parts begin now. We go into Seismitoad. Free switch, and we take Magma Storm Chip. This was the most complex part of planning this line. Take a look at my moveset. Seismitoad is a physical attacker, but we have only special attacking moves. That's because this Electivire has Reflect. If you do not have any physical moves, they will never click Reflect. Reflect is a path to truck. So we deleted all of our physical moves. We taught Mudshot and Earth Power because that's all we need. The only thing we have to dodge right here, right now, is max, roll, crit, hammer arm. Exactly, it's that one roll. That's all I ask, Seismitoad. Told you he hammer arms. No crit. Too free. The most important thing, however, is that I finished this fight with less than 103 HP, and therefore bait an Arcanine fast kill. Beautiful. Arcanine comes in, and this is beautifully important because we burn the Intimidate. So important. Now, it's time for Dreadnought to clutch up, and this one is going to be a lot closer. This is where it all comes down to, boys. Will this be a 5-sack line? Will this be a 3-sack line? And could this be a 2-sack line? I really hope I get to show this off. It would be so awesome. Dreadnought comes in. We have dodged the Intimidate. He's going for Play Rough. What we have to dodge exactly is Play Rough drop. 10% chance. 10% chance. And then things are looking very, very good. Don't do it, man. I don't want to hear the drop. God damn it, dude. That's it for Dreadnought. Let me explain what would have happened if he hadn't have got that drop. Right now, even though he's got the drop, he is slower than me, and he sees that I kill with Wave Crash exactly. He's only gonna spam Extreme Speed. But I always live this turn. 1 Extreme Speed, because I can't be crit, and 1 Magma Storm. And we would live with less than 76 HP. I would have killed him right here with Rock Slide. And then Reshiram would have come in. Reshiram sees kill with all of its moves. Okay, Reshiram is faster, it sees kill with all of its moves. But because Dreadnought is so low that I bait Dragon Tail kill, Reshiram would choose to always Dragon Tail. It would never ever ever click any move but Dragon Tail. Because Dragon Tail switches you out, it's seen as a positive effect. Reshiram would choose to go second and click Dragon Tail because Dragon Tail is negative priority. Dreadnought would therefore have been able to get off a hit on the Reshiram. I would have clicked Rock Slide in that situation because Rock Slide is enough chip for Sneasler just to come in, fake out, and CC and kill. Additionally, if Dreadnought got the flinch on Reshiram that turn, Dreadnought might have survived as well. So that could have been the 2-sack line. Dreadnought usually did not clutch up at all. Goodbye. God damn it. Right, 5-sack line it is, boys. 5-sack line it is. There's only 1 Mon left. And we have to go Lapras. Now there's only... Oh no. I've just realized something. This is really bad. My plan was to have Reshiram in last, and then Lapras Perish Songs it, but I just realized that the Ursaluna is sitting in the back. If I Perish Song this Reshiram, he's going to switch into Ursaluna, and I'm going to truck.
You just watched me realize that I had made a catastrophic mistake. My plan to beat that Reshiram with Perish Song was not going to work. In my time of playing this game, the creator, Rain, had been continuously updating it. Not long before this fight, he had upgraded the AI so that it would always switch out on the last turn of Perish Song to avoid death. But I had failed to take this into account when making my plans, only remembering it now. This was horrific. I had nothing that could reliably take on this Reshiram. The only thing I could do was pray. Pray that Lapras does not get crit. Otherwise, everything is over. 100 hours are lost, and this attempt ends. Lapras, I need you to hold. I had made it, but the casualties did not stop at the 5 dead you see in front of you. See, Kindle had gone on ahead and made the smallest of errors whilst fighting Flannery, and even the tiniest of errors within the double battles of this game can spell the end. Losing a fight in a Nuzlocke means it's over. You delete your save file and start again. Even though we were over 100 hours into this challenge at this point. I had won. I'd won the race. Surely I should feel good for coming out on top, right? But I didn't. The time racing Kindle had been the most fun I'd had in this game, and seeing Kindle lose, it felt like something had been taken from me. The race was over, but what was left was a new determination. I needed to create meaning to what had happened, to make what we'd lost worth something. I needed to win. We were at the gates of the Elite Four. Only 5 fights left between us and that spot in the Hall of Fame. I knew though that my legacy in this game was to be set by the calculations and strategies I would now cook, and I wanted to do it my way. 9 hours of cooking later, I had made my choice of 6 warriors, none of whom had been brought to the Elite Four before.
Starts off with Lando T, the classic VGC Mon, and Sandy Shocks. Fast Ice types go crazy in this Elite Four, and my Fast Ice type is out ready to kill Mons that are weak to Ice. Go, my Fast Ice type! Intimidate doesn't matter. My Rat literally kills Landorus through Intimidate, boys! In this game, Triple Axel is 95% accuracy. Wide Lens makes it 100. The Rat claims his first kill. We are in Overgrow on this side. We are going to Flower Trick, and we kill the Shandy Shocks in one turn. A powerful lead just completely smashed by 2 insane Mons. Yeah, Triple Axel is one of the best moves in this whole game. Specifically for this Elite Four, we're going to be clicking it multiple times. Intimidate? It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. Go, my Fast Ice type. Tapu Lele comes in, and Metagross comes in. The reason we are pre-damaged on the left is to 120 HP so that Tapu Lele sees Draining Kiss kill on Cinccino. This is the in-game calc for those wondering what this is. Because Tapu Lele sees kill with multiple moves, but Draining Kiss restores its HP, that's a positive effect, the AI in this game will always click Draining Kiss. We have locked them in to one move only. On the right, Metagross is either going to go for, at a 40 HP Meowscarada, Ice Punch or Meteor Mash. And never Psychic Fangs because it doesn't affect a Dark type, and never Trailblaze. That was the most important part. So we hard switch Cinccino into Berserker, who is holding an eject button. Meow gets a U-turn chip off on Metagross, extremely important. Meow goes into Iron Moth. Iron Moth takes Meteor Mash and Ice Punch with ease, never dies, even to Meteor Mash crit, and we are holding an Aspia Berry so we can't be frozen. Draining Kiss ensures that Berserker is never ever dead to any of its moves, and obviously we're Battle Armor. So we get to eject button out. In this game, eject button and eject pack are reusable items. Insane, absolutely insane, but that's how Gen 9 works. That's how Gen 9 works. We eject into the best mon in the game. It's not even close. Freeze is fine, Aspia is our backup. And we're maneuvered into the end game already, boys. This fight is over as fast as it began. Shadow Ball literally one-shots this Tapu Lele. This mon is completely broken. And Flamethrower, after the U-turn chip, always kills. This is the most broken mon in the whole game. And it's not even close, I'm not gonna lie. I thought Sneasler was bad, I thought Meowscarada was insane, Flutter Mane is absolutely monstrous. Now, for a little bit of a AI shenanigans. Melmetal comes in, and Rotom comes in. Melmetal has Protect. In this game, there's some very specific Protect AI for doubles. If an enemy mon comes in and has Protect, and sees that one of your mons can kill it in one hit, and it's not faster than either of your mons, it is guaranteed to click Protect. Rotom is a problem though, because Rotom is going to kill my Iron Moth. Flutter Mane is so broken though, that we literally don't care, bro. This is a Citrus Berry Rotom, but we literally just kill with 2 Moonblasts. There it is, there's the guaranteed Protect. Moonblast 2 taps this Rotom through Citrus Berry. I need to highlight how monstrous that is, by the way. What was that damage, bro? What was that damage? And now we're in the end game. We have perfectly set up that we blow this Melmetal up with the overheat that we were threatening the whole time to bait the Protect. First fight, the easiest one, the simplest one. And we're set in, we're locked in, we're ready. Jasmine down, boys. Jasmine down. Okay. The idea with Whitney's team is that she has a very, very, very slow team. But this Tornadus is hard-coded to Tailwind turn 1. That's the puzzle of this fight. Prankster Tailwind turn 1, and a really demon powerful team that will then outspeed your whole team if the Tailwind gets up. We are going to let Tailwind set up, and then we are going to have to manage from that point onwards. Turn 1. We Leaf Storm the Ursaluna. Tailwind is going to go up first, so it's going to be dynamic speed, but Meowscarada barely outspeeds Ursaluna even with Tailwind up, so dynamic speed does not matter. And my Ice type! Kill him! Tailwind goes up, but we're still faster than the Ursaluna. And we are holding an eject pack. This will bounce us straight out. Crit didn't matter. He crit! Oh my god! And it's time for the Cook Boys. It's time for my goat to come in. The timer ticks. Goodbye! The timer ticks. Tailwind turn 1 is over. Is the timer ticking for me or for someone else? We'll see, we'll see. I have 3 turns of Tailwind left to burn. How am I gonna get through? These guys are demon. This Iron Hands does crazy damage, and Sylveon is no joke either in Tailwind. Tailwind turn 2. We desperately buy ourselves some time. We fake out, and we protect. Tailwind turn 3. We protect and we switch only into a fighting move on my rat. The timer ticks forward and the bell chimes. It's time. Berserker was at the exact amount of HP so that this turn we were in Custap Berry range. We were never in Custap Berry range before that. The Custap Berry activates. We leap forward on the final turn of Tailwind. And Steely Spirit, Berserker with Iron Head, one-shots this Sylveon. And Flutter Mane is just broken. That's the other part of this plan. We literally just outspeed and kill the Iron Hands in Tailwind. Last turn of Tailwind, but it doesn't matter. We leap forward with our Custap, ignore the Tailwind against us. And Sylveon goes down. The delayed cuss tap. Beautiful. Berserker popping off. Brutal defeat for Whitney. And Tailwind ends. Now it's time for a flowchart. I've got it all planned up over here, boys. The great Roserade Terapagos flowchart. Basically what's happening here is that neither Mon see kill into Fluttermane. They both see kill into Berserker because it's low health. But remember what I said. If the AI sees kills into a Mon, it will never double up, and the AI loves diagonal lines. So Roserade is attacking Berserker, and Terapagos is attacking Misdreavus. After one attack, no matter if he crits and drops, Terapagos doesn't see kill on Fluttermane next turn. That's really, really important. Whether this uses Solar Beam or not is really important. Okay, he got the drop, that's fine. I did even have a part of the flowchart for this. It's only going for Earth Power on the left. So I'm going to Protect, and we're going to Draining Kiss. It doesn't see kill on Fluttermane. That damage, man, insane. And we kill. Who needs a flowchart when you just crit, am I right? Who needs a flowchart when you just crit? Insane, insane. Okay. Okay. We are pre-damaged for very specific reasons. Number one, this Greninja has priority moves. We do not want it to click those priority moves. We are pre-damaged to bait only Gunk Shot on the left side with Meowscarada. We just outspeed, we simply kill with Flower Trick, and my Glim is faster than their Glim, and my Glim blows up their Glim with Earth Power before they can do the same to me. Now, this next turn was the most difficult for me to plan, and it's one of the main reasons I brought Glimmora, actually. The Sneasler on Janine's team, there's only one Mon in this entire team of mine that can kill that Sneasler, right? And the Sneasler is insane. It's Flying Gem Acrobatics. If it gets off that acro, it's faster than my entire team can probably sweep me. The only Mon of mine that can kill that Sneasler is my own Meowscarada with Flying Gem Acrobatics. But how do I bait in the Sneasler immediately if I show it a kill with Meowscarada? Glimmora is pre-damaged right now. No one on Janine's team sees a kill onto Glimmora, except for Articuno, Galarian Articuno. But, because of the way the AI switch-in works, it'll look at slot 1 first. Meow baits in that Articuno. Galarian Articuno? Good. And then because no one else can see a kill on the rest of the team, it'll just go to the first thing that can 2-hit KO me, which is Sneasler. Now they switch in, and they like diagonal lines, but out of these two, only one sees a kill on Glimmora. It's the Articuno. They both see kill into Meow. So, they are not going to target diagonally now. This was the perfect setup for me, because now I can stay in and one-shot this. We switch on a Psychic-type move into a pre-burnt Berserker so that we don't get frozen. The hardest part about planning these doubles are setting everything up. Perhaps I make it look easy, I don't know, with how quick the battles are going, but it takes hours to plan this. To plan the perfect line, find it amidst the options. Perfect. Can't be frozen because we're burnt. And can't be crit because they're Ballot Armor. And I thought of everything, boys. I thought of everything. This Gengar that comes in, it's Cursed Body. If Cursed Body activates on my Shadow Ball, that would be quite bad because I need Shadow Ball the turn after. We're going to U-turn the Gengar, which is Focus Sashed. And that's why we taught Dark Pulse. After Booster Energy, Dark Pulse should always kill this Gengar. And if Cursed Body activates, we don't care. They are currently cross-targeting. No one sees kill into Fluttermane. So Gengar is attacking Fluttermane, and Articuno is attacking Meowscarada. With only Air Slash, that's really important. So let's make sure we do this correctly. We U-turn Gengar, break the Sash, and we Dark Pulse the Gengar, which should always kill. Sash is broken. Curse Body activates. Oh, such a cool cry. Oh my god. This should always kill. And this should always be Air Slash on the left, which we never die to. Last Mon, the Naga. We are faster with both of our Mons. Yet again, no one sees kill into Mischievous, they both see kill into the left, so it's always Articuno attacking Iron Moth. But Articuno is just gonna die. With booster energy! Yet again, we one-shot this Articuno. This is why we Dark Pulse last turn. If I had Shadow Balled and got Curse Bodied, I wouldn't be able to kill this Articuno in one hit. Goodbye. Max roll crit Sludge Bomb into Poison, which just happened, wouldn't kill us in one turn. We would be left on a tiny sliver of HP, and the important thing is, if you win a battle, you do not take Poison Tick. So this turn, Naganadel has to die. No matter what, it's going to. Goodbye, Janine. And like you'll see, we don't take Poison Tick this turn. So even if he had crit poisoned us, that was riskless. And now for the hardest of all the fights. Misty. Last time we're hearing this theme. Go, my Ice type! Murder him! Multi-scale Dragonite? Nah. Simply, I say nah. Chinchino best Ice type in the game confirmed? Look at this damage, guys. Crazy. Now, the biggest threat of this whole Elite Four. Y'all ready? Zeraora. This thing is insane. Plasma Fists and Close Combat is rough to deal with. People bring ground types to this Elite Four probably solely to have a switch in for Zeraora, Plasma Fists. At one point in the calc, I was also considering looking into ground types just for Zeraora because I was having such a hard time in the calc for this. But we found something else. We found something else. So turn 2. This is always CC into the left and a spread move from Togekiss into the right. We are going to protect. And we are going to hard switch into Glimmora. We never die to this. And we've set things up. Let's go. Let's go. Get baited, boys! Glimmora, I am so sorry. That was always part of the plan. This Togekiss was cooking me so much. She had to die there.
Yeah, gotta keep y'all on your toes, you know? With that sacrifice, the rest of the fight was locked up. Iron Moth could now finish the Togekiss, whilst we stalled further turns from the Zeraora. Then, yet again, we take advantage of understanding Protect AI, where Manaphy will always click Protect the first turn it's out, because it was slower than the Meowscarada who can kill it. And it's over for Misty. We encore the Manaphy, making that side useless, whilst we pick away the rest of Misty's team. And so, after over 100 hours on this attempt, I was approaching the final fight. With this game representing a sequel to Pokémon Emerald, where Team Aqua and Magma were long vanquished, it's only fitting to realize who the final champion is. It's May, the character I played in Emerald as a child, the character I had embodied as I fought Team Magma, Team Aqua, caught Rayquaza, battled my first Elite Four. a character and game that had captured my imagination and heart as a child in a way that slowly faded with Pokemon games in the years since, as the responsibilities and realities of adult life took over. But this game right here, Pokemon Lucid, and the game I'd played before of Pokemon Run&Bun, push the limits of difficulty beyond what I had ever imagined, and have been able to bring me back now, years later, to those times of childhood wonder, of being entirely captured by a Pokemon game. These games and the community around them have changed everything by creating a new generation of fan-made Pokemon ROM hacks made with Nuzlocking in mind. And at the end of it all, have brought me back and reminded me of my love for Pokemon.
The cuss-taps that we have been saving for the whole game have led to this point now. We outspeed this Koraidon, and we one-shot with Draining Kiss. Keep in mind the health that we are about to get, because that health is vital. By healing to full HP after this, give me all of that health back, dude. We reach all the way into the back of May's team, and we draw out her ace. Blaziken, come out right now. Focus Sash Blaziken. Chinchino, you have been the best ice type of my box. Respect. And the Rocky Helmet gets 12.5% chip. Iron Moth comes out and does exactly what we need. You've been pretty damn sick, Iron Moth. You didn't come to much before the Elite Four, but holy, you pulled your worth here. We cuss tap, we overheat, and this does the perfect amount of damage. It might even kill if we crit. Respect to Voltorona. Because this is now a +2 speed Blaziken. But it doesn't matter. My goat. This chip is all he needs. Fake out into BP would always have killed. Now we are pre-damaged to draw out 2 baits. First bait is Fluttermane. Photosynthesis speed in the sun, this thing is so fast and extremely powerful. But Steely Spirit, Metal Coat, Berserker one-shots this! Let's go, Berserker! Oh my god! The Steely Cat! 109 HP now baits in the second one. Soldew. I spot the Soldew, and I think that's not right. Only I should have Soldew. We're gonna do something about that. 109 HP baits only Psychic move. And we don't just kill this. -1 Soldew, May. -1 Soldew. Meowscarada, you have been the defining mon of this run. We knock off one more time. And we say goodbye to the Meow. Remember that HP that we got back? Right here, right now. Ice Shard, max roll crit, does like 98%. We never die. And that chip is all we need. It's all calculated. Nice try, May. Give me that health back, give me that health back. Shadow Ball into Moonblast and it's all over. We never die. And it's time. The Hall of Fame again.
And we finish with the song that started the journey all those years ago. Let's soak it in one last time.